Hi guys, Laura here. So it's been about 2 months since my last update. I figured since I finally reached my third trimester, it was time to update everybody. So it's been about 2 months, and truthfully, not much has changed. In all truth, let's see. There's been New Year's and Christmas. I think my last video was right before Thanksgiving, maybe, or right after Thanksgiving, somewhere around there. You wanna come say hi? This is Oliver. I don't know if I ever introduced you guys my new puppies. This is Oliver. Then I have Lily Bell. Let me show you guys Lily Bell. That's my Lily Bell. Hi, Lily Bell. Anyway, they're getting used to the fact that they're not going to be the center of attention for a while, aren't you? But for right now, they are. But anyway, let's see. So what's happened since I last updated? I am now in my third trimester, so I have a 12-week stretch left. And so that's kind of crazy, the fact that I only have 12 weeks left. I feel like there's so much to do at work. Still so much to do at home. My husband and I switched rooms. So we have a 2-bedroom house. And it was built in the 1920s. So neither of them was like a master bedroom. But this room that we're in now actually has a door that goes outside because the people previously, this was the house my parents owned that was left to me when they passed. So anyway, the people before my parents ended up turning one of the windows into a door so that they could have renters. Long story short, we don't want our daughter having a door that goes outside. So we switched rooms, started working on the baby's room. I'll show you guys that. Life's been pretty normal at work. Everything's been, pretty normal. I've had such an easy pregnancy. Everybody's telling me how lucky I am. You know, I didn't have, like I said in my other video, not much morning sickness. I really didn't have any problems. Truthfully, it's been such an easy pregnancy that I'm like surprised / like scared, because like what's gonna happen after she's born? Is she gonna be a terror because she was so great on the inside that when she finally comes out, she's, you know, just gonna be terrorizing us? I have no idea. But truthfully, it's been such a great pregnancy. I've been feeling her kick more, which is kind of amazing. I talked to my doctor because I was having these feelings of like tightness, almost like when you tighten your abs really, really, really tight. And at first I thought it was just her like pushing up against me. But my doctor told me it's actually probably a contraction because my stomach is just starting to get used to that motion of contracting. And sometimes it's on one side, sometimes it's on the other. But it's definitely different than when she kicks. When she kicks, it's like, or when she pushes out, I guess it could be her arm or whatever. It's definitely a different feeling. When I first felt it, I thought maybe it was gas, which I know sounds crazy, but when it was different than my normal gas that I would have, I guess that's the best, easiest way for me to describe it. It was in a different location than my normal gas pains that I would have, or gas feelings or whatever. And we all know as weight loss surgery patients, there's gas. And so it definitely felt different. It's a lot of it at night, which makes sense. Usually around this time, it's about 8:30 right now. So 8:30, 9 o'clock is when I start feeling her. So that means it's probably going to be the time that she's normally going to be awake, which is, you know, okay, I guess. I'm starting to show a bit more, but still really not a lot. I really attribute that to not only being tall, because before it was like I was just tall, but I really believe now it has to do with my plastic surgery that I had. And it's a blessing, but it's also, as a woman who's having her first pregnancy, I don't want to call it a curse, but it's like, I really want that baby bump. I really want everybody to be like, oh my gosh, you're so pregnant. And I'm sure it's going to come. It's going to happen. It might just be 2 weeks before my due date. I do feel like my face has gotten a bit rounder. I haven't gotten myself weighed in a while. Last time I was weighed was right after Christmas when I had a doctor's appointment, and I was like 260, I think. So now I'm up 12 pounds. remember. I just watched my last video and I can't remember then. But still not that bad. Last week and the previous week before, I was doing really well with cardio. Or not last week, but the week before last. But this past week, I got hit with this cough / head cold thing. And because I had switched to going back to working out in the morning, which means I was getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning or like 4:50, I decided that last week I was going to take a break from working out. And I think it was better for me because I really wasn't feeling well and I was having issues sleeping. That's probably the only thing, is having issues sleeping. I feel like I'm more awake now. I've always been a bit of a light sleeper, but now even if the dogs just move like a little bit at night, I hear it. It's been rather cold. It's been rather cold. So we've had the heater on. And so it means we have we don't have a central air or central heat. So we have a heater in the living room. And we have a fan that blows the air this way. And so our cat, Sweet Peas, is hiding. She likes to come in and mess around with me at night too. So it's been, it was a crazy week last week. I'm hoping to get back to the gym this week. I do want to keep that routine of sorts up or something, because I definitely don't want to lose that. But it is getting a bit harder actually now that I am feeling a bit heavier. I think the baby's weighing in at about 2-ish pounds. She's about the size of an eggplant, which, I don't know, is like that big. I don't know. I think she measures 15 inches from head to toe, which is kind of cute. My stomach is starting to get bigger. Like I said, I'm starting to show more. My measurement, I think last I checked, was 24 centimeters. They check your pelvic bone to where the top of your uterus is. And so when I last checked at home, I was 25, I think, and I was 23 at the doctor. So things are going well. Now that I'm in my 3rd trimester, I have another appointment on the 30th at the end of the month, and then I'll start seeing her every 2 weeks. As far as I know, that's the plan that I know of. But everything's been going well, trying to get the room ready, trying to think about work. Everybody's like, are you excited? Are you this? Are you that? And I'm working up until 2 weeks before my due date. And so I think once I'm done with work, that's when it'll really like hit me. Like every now and then it hits me like, oh my God, I'm having a baby. The other day it kind of hit me. I saw a picture of my mom and dad and I that my cousin had posted a year ago, and it came up on Facebook Memories, and I had like a breakdown of just everything. The fact that my parents aren't going to be here, the fact that she's never going to meet my parents. So I've been having a lot of emotions lately. I feel like I am definitely feeling the hormones more than I was before. So it's been interesting, but the biggest thing has been trying to fit into my clothes. I will have to say that I purchased one of these, which is a belly band, and it literally is just a piece of elastic. It's like a spandex type thing. I wear this when I have to wear, let me show you. So I have a smaller version. Let's see. So I bought these. They're called belly belt. This one's meant for if you have like the clasp ones. Excuse me. And then it comes in a bigger size as well, longer size. But I've been using the smaller version of this, which has 2 buttons on it and then a hole. So you hook this on your pants and then you hook this onto the hole, and it stretches. The smaller version, I don't have to use these, which these are meant to go over this, right? And so then, because obviously your zipper can't zip all the way. So when you zip if it can't zip all the way, you tuck this in so that it doesn't show your underwear. And then you put this over it so that it's not showing as much. So, I mean, a lot of layers. I'm still not at the stage yet where the pregnancy pants really fit me. I will sometimes wear this belly band with the pregnancy pants so that I don't have to wear a belt. because a belt is too uncomfortable. But if I don't wear something, the pregnancy pants, the maternity pants fall down. So I'm at this weird in-between stage. I'm not feeling like the pregnancy glow, I guess, or I don't know. I don't know if my stomach was any bigger, if I would feel any better. I would probably still not feel very good about myself, I guess. But I'm not getting as big as I thought. And like I said, I do attribute that to the fact that I had reconstructive surgery. So I'm kind of trying to look on the brighter side of things. I do want that classic belly bump, but whenever it happens, it happens. If it even happens. But I'm kind of hoping that if it doesn't happen, that means that I might bounce back a bit better from having a baby. I was a bit flabby beforehand, and I still have like layers of flab, or have a layer of flab, I guess. But I'm hoping that because the tightness from when he sutured me together is still there, that maybe it won't pull apart too much. And so then when I do get back into a normal exercise routine, I will be able to get back, not 100% from what I was, but that I'll be able to get back into something better. So I don't know. But this is me. I'm always wearing the most stylish stuff when I show you guys. But this is me just standing here, normal. So realistically, in a regular t-shirt, you wouldn't be able to tell much. When I turn to the side, you can kind of see my stomach has rounded out a bit. So I'm definitely more rounder than I was before. She's definitely in there. And I can feel her. My stomach is still, if I can like suck it in, but it's really hard to. I don't know why I would do that, but people are like, why would you do that? So this is me at 28 weeks. I mean, third trimester, and I'm really not that much, but you could see where like, this is where my normal abs would be, I guess. You can kind of see the shadow. So she's come out quite a bit from where I was. And so, she's in there and I'm excited and I feel her. And so that's, it's amazing to know that there's a thing, or nothing, there's a person growing inside of me. So let me show you guys the baby's room. I think this was an old, this was a bed frame for my mother-in-law that she didn't want anymore, and we just bought a new bed. We painted the walls gray and pink. That won't be here. But that is actually the changing table that I had and dresser when I was a baby. My dad made it. This we got from my aunt, or not my aunt, my cousin. It was their crib that they used with two of their kids. Cute little toys. We keep them in there so that the dogs know that those aren't theirs. Her name is gonna go up here across the wall. Let's see. And we were gonna do like a cherry blossom tree, but the more I looked into it, the more I decided we're gonna do this like Forest Friends thing where it's got birch trees and there's a cute little picture of like a deer and a fox. All that's gonna go along there. Let's see, we have some stuff from when we did the baby announcement. We've been so lucky with getting donations from people and family and friends. So, I mean, overall, it's been pretty amazing and I'm pretty excited. And so now that it's closer to my due date, I will probably try and update. I mean, I said this last time too, that I would try and update sooner, but regardless, this is me. This is what I look like. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody, when they get pregnant, everybody's different. So, cramp. That's been happening a lot too. I've been having cramping in my legs and stuff. So maybe if that's the worst of it, then that's the worst of it. But anyway, overall, things are going well. Bye, guys.